up, peeps? Hope everybody's well. Salutations and graduations. Let's get out of the pool. If you haven't hit the old like and subscribe, please do that. Hope you're all well. I want to get into this reading, and a lot of it had to do with cleansing, so we're going to start by using this piece of rosemary and cleansing the space. Alrighty, I'm just going to put this on the side, a little bit of water, as I cleanse through the water, because I'm a water sign. It might be for your water signs, but we're just going to have at it. I had a really good day yesterday with the sun here. So I heard somebody say 3. So we're going to go with 3. 3 shuffles. Bottom of the deck, we're going to figure it out. This is a message from Spirit and from me, obviously. We just had a recent full moon. I would look it up in astrology, but I don't have the time to do that, so please bear with me. Life is good though, is it not? Bottom of the deck, we got 2 popped out. Ooh. The Knight of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. I don't usually get 2 from the bottom of the deck, but at the same time, it's kind of cool because it's the dichotomy of taking things slow when you're going through the 7 of Wands. So let's just reverberate on that. Oh, and on the bottom of that is 2 of Cups. So let me pull the deck, and we'll see what's going on. Endings. Leaving things behind. Yes, you're definitely focused on growth and attributions to yourself. When I talk about attributions, it's like how much do you respect yourself? Beautiful. I light this up again. So your middle cards are the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. There was some type of ending that happened in your recent past. And I could totally relate with that because I put my energy into something that not necessarily was bad. It was just it was a very good learning experience. And we have to look at these things in our aspects of our own self about how we really need to like take charge of our own lives and like leave things in the past. There's been an ending, like I said, but people aren't taking it literally. You have this focus on your 4 of Wands, which is your main focus. You want peace and happiness, but it's not turning out the way you want. And I think that has to do with a lot of the inner struggle that we've been experiencing over the last like few years, especially with the moon cycles. There's been a really great period of growth and opportunity that you've been having. And they want me to emphasize that, so I'm going to pull cards on that real quick. Yes. The Creative Master, King of Wands, the integrity of the King of Wands. He's not upside down today, so it's really good. You have a lot of creativity inside yourself that is allowing yourself to look inward. The inner strength. I'm surprised the Strength card didn't come out, because when we look at the King of Wands, he's definitely dealing with a fire sign. You could have fire in your chart, or you're just basically you're just building this independence. As I channeled, you're building this independence within self. It's allowing yourself to look at a higher value of how much growth and opportunity you actually have. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if my camera can pick it up. But the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands is definitely a great pair. Let's look into your current energy. You know there's things that There are things that need to be put to rest. I think a lot of you during this full moon are looking at self-reflection in such a way, and you're trying to change things, just like I have been, you know, just like I shave my head. It's a funny thing as we roll through these dichotomies of relationships and things, or just the personal relationships within self. It brings you to this point of leaving things in the past with the Eight of Wands. I mean the Eight of Cups. Things that you built within yourself that you already knew were substantiated by your personal growth, right? So what I'm trying to say is, like, when you leave these things, it's leaving the self. There's a lot more for you to learn. I wasn't picking up on the Magician. Magician is your lower self. Big hit. Trying to smoke cigarettes. Trying to not smoke. But it's called magic. There's an emphasis on doing what you need to do in some type of way that's not natural to the people around you. Just like taking a hit of rosemary, right? The well came out here in your future stance, which is really a culmination of all things possible. Every time I pull this well or the artist in this deck, because there's 2 extra arcana in this deck, which I love, and they've been coming out. If you can go back to my other readings, you can see that the well and the artist have been coming out in full circle. A lot of downloads coming through. Thank you. Thank you. Let's look over the whole spread a little bit and get a little bit bigger understanding. As we're accepting endings too, because some of you, I'm looking at the whole collective, you see growth and opportunity to you, but at the same time, I'm talking to some like people that just recently broke up with individuals, or have like making like final decisions. They're realizing this ending. It's only a quarter of the demographic of the reading, so stay tuned. Keep watching. Yes. Mental conflict within this wish. I can see it without 2 eyes. I can see it with my third eye. I can see it with like 4 eyes. 4 eyes, big guys. Maybe you wear glasses. You could be male, but I see it as a female figure. It doesn't matter. We're all emasculating and feminizing our own selves. Because we want this 4 of Wands. Where does peace and happiness live? Well, it's through the struggle. This full moon has brought you some struggles with this 9 of Wands here at the end result. Am I making the right decisions? Am I doing the right things? Am I putting myself in a place to where I really want or can actually get what I want? And I think it's really funny when you look at that demographic as, how do I believe in myself to get what I want, right? It's strange when the Knight of Wands come up in your hopes and fears, because it's like, there's a lot of action being taken, but you don't know exactly what to do. It's like, depending on spirit in the full most, and I just feel this big old grace of wind right now. I had to stop the reading for a minute, so let me apologize for my... I'm trying to as we focus on this 12 of Wands, there's been many things that are like, okay, so we're talking about how we need to leave behind a lot of stuff. Archangel Michael, please guide me in this reading as we have to break up the monotony of how we're reviewing the situation, and the situation is what it is. Now, I'm not going to go back onto this reading to try to delegate. Yeah. So there's very much worry in this situation. We didn't really look in the Nine of the Cups or the Page of Pentacles. And it's funny to me because with the Nine of Cups, and what Spirit wants you to know is like how important you are to yourself. There's something right around your corner with this Page of Pentacles that you're not paying attention to. You're not putting enough belief into yourself about how you can project yourself into a new paradigm. That's only for some of you. And with this well and the wishes that you're getting with this Five of Wands, it's a very big confliction about people. Somebody's taking too much acknowledgement from other people. Somebody's taking on too many other people's thoughts. So if you're a person that likes to get different perspectives from other individuals, like that's not helping you at this time. You need to leave that alone. With the Eight of Cups. You're actually shedding things. I see you as like a you're a magician. You're in this like infantile stage, but at the same time, you have a lot that you've gained in your life. It's just funny that how you perceive things aren't necessarily the way you want them. So you're going into, especially with the full moon and shedding things, it's kind of funny that okay, so this is your challenge, I heard. You want this Four of Wands. You want peace and but you don't know how to deal with it as this ending. With, and I'm totally talking about the full moon. You have this growth and opportunity with the Ace of Wands and all your creative abilities, but you're not really looking at that. You're more looking about like, how can I accomplish more in my life, because you feel inadequate. It's not the time to define yourself and feel inadequate, because this time it's actually about growth and endings and leaving things behind. We had the Tower come out a couple of readings ago, and as you focus on this Four of Wands, it's more about what you feel about yourself. I'm looking back on my own self and giving you guys a little bit of perspective. It's kind of funny how we will change over just maybe 30 minutes to an hour, you know? That makes total sense with this Nine of Wands. This Nine of Swords, I mean. It's okay to worry. I look at the Nine of Swords and the Tower kind of like as mirror images of themselves in this spread. Especially when you have the Five of Wands here with the well and you're trying to make a wish. You want the best for yourself. There's nothing wrong with how you're thinking. Or higher thinking. So you're getting influences from Gabriel and healing. some type of way of your growth. What Spirit wants you to know is that you have a lot to give. This Knight of Wands has this little tiny little basket, or this little bag right here. I don't think you can see it. It's held around his waist. It's something he holds very content to himself. And as you look at these cups and what is fulfilling you in this current point. Sorry to correct myself. And he has these long lines in his robe. There are certain aspects of yourself that are falling away, and you're draining into these cups, and you're still holding on to these cups, but you need to pour them out. It's not that you didn't do anything right or wrong. It's that you're conflicted because of outside influences with this Five of Wands. Here come the helicopters. I'm going to close this reading up. I think you exactly know exactly what you need. I think you exactly know what you exactly need. I think you know exactly what you need to do. You're just scared of doing it. Accepting this ending, this Ten of Swords, going back to the beginning of the reading. Thank you. As above and so below. There's not much more you can do in your situation but to experience the life that you've already created for yourself and realize the manifestations and the wishes that you've already made. So when I say that, it's kind of like a conundrum. There's lots of room for growth and opportunity, but at the same time, as you focus on what makes you happy, you still have to deal with some of these complications that are being presented into your life and the whole factor of how you actually embody yourself. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, put it in the comments. This cycle will repeat and keep coming back to you. I would assume the helicopter will come back. Some of you are very, you're not trusting in your manifestation. I can see that very simply with the magician here and all this eradicated bullshit. You need to really see the forest through the trees and understand about how far you've come already. If we talk to an earth sign, fire sign, I had them heavily aspected in your chart. But as we see these things come around, right? As it comes back around, you will acknowledge the fact that you need to take more patience in your well-being. Somebody needs to cleanse. The beginning of this reading will reflect that. Devil. Moon. bud. Being pressured into this change, especially after the full moon. What's up, bud? The dove. When I see the dove and the moon and the devil, because everything is divination, right? We can look at ourselves in a different aspect. Bring a little bit more love into your life and trust in the process, because I think that somebody's not looking at how things are playing out. Somebody's second judging themselves and their own aspects within self. And as I channel these messages, it's like there's a big dichotomy on how you're supposed to live and how you actually live. If that makes any sense to you, please feel free to drop it in the comments. There's nothing you have to worry about, though. Especially if I'm talking to Aries, Capricorn, Libra. Could be talking to a Scorpio or a Earth sign, but like it's not really coming out that much. It's more as Libra and Gemini and Capricorn. You're gonna figure it out. So just wait till the next reading. I got a couple more readings coming through that I already see, like another reading coming through. I just need to finish this one up. But like you're all good in your senses of how you're embodying this energy of like fear. So you're overcoming fear. It's kind of confusing at the same time as much as it is what it is. And I hate saying that too, because I've been using that terminology. It is what it is. But I hate that. Alright, this is all I got for this reading. I love you. Make haste. Do what is best for you. If you want to give a personal reading from me, I totally appreciate that. But yeah, this is kind of confusing. I had a lot of interruptions, so I'm just going to edit this one and call it as it is.